welcome back to the Orcs Planet for another LARPing based video. Yes, I took some time off because that epic super kick party took me out of action, but I'm back for another things video. And in this things video, we're going to talk about the things you should know about camping in character at a LARP. Does it look the part? Now, what do I mean by does it look the part? Now, in the last video, we spoke about out of character camping. And out of character camping, you can have any tent you want, any colour you want. But if you're in character, that's where things are a little bit different. Now, most of the UK LARPs and, the medieval ones, and we're going off the experiences that we've had, they require you to have a canvas-based tent. Now, they're really cool because they protect you from the weather and this, that, and the other, but it also looks the way it should. You can walk around and go, yes. That right there looks the part. I enjoy that one. So when you're going to a LARP, find out what type of in-character tents they use, because you're going to have to get one, or failing that, some even let you rent them out. Is there room at the inn? At any LARP, there is always going to be a finite amount of spaces to be able to camp. Now, one of the best things to do is get in contact with the organisers and find out if there's any reserve spaces that you need to make. And also another really good thing, as I mentioned in the last one, is about renting tents out, because you can do that. You get your spot little there, they build it up for you sometimes, and you've got a nice place to stay in character. That's pretty cool. So if you're not able to find your own tent space, or the organisers can't find any room for you, there is other things you can do. You can ask your nation, you can ask your faction, you can ask your friends, because you never know, someone actually might have some room to put you up, and then you can meet new people. You can have great new experiences with your friends that you haven't seen for about a year or so. Now, if you do crash with someone, obviously, be courteous. Offer to help put the tent up or take the tent down, or, even lug it to the van and back. Just be that person that's helpful, kind and considerate, because they're doing you a favour by allowing you to sleep in character. And, well, we all want to do that, don't we? We all want to have that immersion. Now, all of this is based on people being comfortable sharing with others. Now, if you, the tent owner, do feel comfortable sharing your tent, ask around. See if people need, to stay somewhere. Because ultimately, if someone doesn't have to bring their tent, it's always a good time. Save a bit on the old petrol. But also, it's going to build for your immersion. It's going to be nice. We all know we like to stay up late, chatting the night away, talking about the awesome stuff that we've done in the day. So why not share? Why not make sure that there's room at the inn? When you're in character, stay in character. So one of the things that annoys me in LARP is when people decide that while they're in character, they're going to bust open like a can of Monster or a Relentless and just chug that stuff down. Now, I'm not like Matthew and everything must stay in character, but come on, let's not break immersion here. Get a can, get your cup, pour it in, it's a good time. Because when two people are trying to have some in-depth roleplay, you don't want to break it by, come down with some massive bag of Doritos and whatnot. That just ruins it. So think about it. Make sure it's in character. We don't, we'll go to bed early. So in the last video, we spoke about being considerate to your neighbours and not staying up till the early hours of the morning. In this one, we're going to talk about the in-character area and not expecting everyone to go to bed at 9 o'clock. Now, it's a completely different environment, I see. People are going to stay up to the early hours of the morning, role-playing, making great stuff. And unfortunately, if you're sleeping in the icy area, you're going to have to accept it. Maybe buy some earplugs. That's going to help. I know a lot of people that do. And I know this may come across as being a bit of a negative Nelly, but unfortunately, it's a factor. There is an environment around you where people are going to roleplay and have a good time, and unfortunately, you're going to have to roll with it. So Matthew has just pointed out something that I've missed. Now, in most UK-based LARP systems, timeout is around about 1 to 2 o'clock in the morning. Now, something that you should remember is after this time, people will quieten down. You'll be able to get the sleep that you so need. But just keep that in mind when you're planning on camping icy. Like no one was ever there. So, like in the last video where we explained about if you leave your rubbish in the OC area, they were going to find you and throw it back in your house. But This time round, we're going to talk about the in-character area, where you're not going to have so much rubbish and it's going to be easier to maintain. Now, one of the things you need to make sure is that your area, when you leave, looks exactly the same way as you found it. Because, you know, you want to come back to these places. Some places are pretty funny about leaving rubbish, so make sure you don't. Clean up after yourself. Make sure it is looking grand. Thanks. So thank you very much for watching. Please know that all of the opinions in this video were ours. So don't forget to like, share, subscribe and follow us on Instagram.
That was my bit. It's the only bit I had to do with this video. You ruined this.
Well, with that said and that done, goodbye and good night. Bye. Is there room at the inn?
Absolutely not.
Don't forget to like, share, subscribe and follow us on Instagram. If you're in character, stay in character.
It just gets worse every time. Oh, try one more.
I'm running out of water.
Oh, I nearly laughed so much I farted.